girls. Excuse me. Hi, boy. Hey, you speak English? How far is it to Camp Crystal Lake? That far, huh? Okie dokie. See you later. Ugh.
That's how I feel.
God damn it, Ralph, get out of here. Go on, get.
This is Film Sack.
God damn it, Ralph.
Oh, sure. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Film Sack. This is Film Sack, episode 721, continually mining the very depths of film entertainment for all mankind. My name is Scott Johnson, joined today by Brian. Man, the 50s sure looked exactly like the 80s Dunaway.
It's the same. Oh, hi.
Hi.
This week on Film Sack, we grease up our crazy Ralph pedal bikes and get our heart rates up when we play a game of hide and creep with the unsuspecting teenage counselors fooling around down at Camp Crystal Lake on an overnighter of death and dismemberment for Friday the 13th. You're all doomed. This place is cursed. Cursed. It's got a death curse, and I'm the messenger of God. You're doomed if you stay here. Also, your creamed corn in the pantry is out of date. It's bad. It's bad. Like a reverse Psycho from 1980, now taking revenge upon teenage impropriety on your favorite streaming service. Naked bacon neck wound? Gurgle, gurgle. Don't worry, his career survives. Anywho, I'm just out here painting various camp-related items in my painter pants and shirtless nipple coverage only suspenders, as was the style at the time. Thinking about our boss with the porn stash, neckerchief, no shirt, cut off shorty shorts, pulling up stumps, and I'm thinking maybe I should have taken that job as a bag boy down at the Piggly Wiggly. Randy, are all the girls up at camp going to be as pretty as you?
Nope.
Prettier, you say? Dang.
Oh, that girl lasted like 5 minutes. All right. Also with us, Randy. You'll find Bing Crosby's son's corpse in the closet, Jordan.
Aloha, Scott, Brian. Wait, why are some of you sleeping in your bunks while others sing folk songs in the fireplace building? No, we can't go to the quartermaster shed for sexual intercourse, Bobby. Someone will see. Chi, 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 ha, ha, ha. Oh, you don't like that sound, do you? Well, I'm going to make that exact sound every 30 seconds for the next hour and a half. We aren't doing anything. We were just messing around. And why is every dead person that we come across still breathing and their eyes are moving? Don't answer that. Just get ready to survive. Get ready to survive, and you will, as long as you follow my Voorhees 3's rules. Number one. Work on your listening skills. The killer's quiet, but they aren't that quiet. I mean, really, they aren't that quiet, guys. Seriously. Number two, work on your sense of smell. If there's a person who bled to death in the same room as you, surely you smell that, right? Sure. What's wrong with you? Number three, work on your resistance to being slapped in the face. Better yet, here's a better idea. Convince yourself that you kind of enjoy a middle-aged woman slapping you. Pow! Now kiss.
Oh, that's a sweet ending to your little story. I like that. All right, with us finally, Brian. The unseen killer is, well, the one we met along the way. Ibbot.
Yeah, it's so true. It's so true. You know what? Go ahead and start playing the song. I'll talk you right up into it. Decided after doing a few longer things. Oh, you can go and
I have to admit, I'm not super familiar with Sabrina Carpenter's catalog. That's nice.
Yeah,
that's a nice tune. I like that.
It is a nice tune. Originally called Please, Please, Please.
Yeah, I'm really happy for you if you haven't heard that song like 1,000 times over the last year.
I really haven't. I've only heard. I really have only heard her like coffee one,
espresso and
her coffee.
But it feels appropriate for this.
Her coffee one.
Yeah. The music feels appropriate for this time period, though. I would thought she was going to have Jason's mom's really got it going on, but I thought about. I really just wanted something with Voorhees, and so I was please, 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 let me get what I want. Please, Mr. Please by Olivia Newton-John. There were a few different.
You got to get the Voorhees in there.
I wanted the Voorhees in there. Yeah, for sure.
Well done as always. We are now going to talk about said film. What is the film? Well, let's let the community tell us.
On this spooky episode of Film Sack,
a group of teenage camp counselors attempt to reopen an abandoned summer camp
with a tragic past.
But they are stalked by a mysterious,
relentless killer.
Stupid teenagers.
Stupid teenagers.
Stupid teenagers.
Stupid teenagers.
Stupid teenagers.
Stupid teenagers.
stupid teenagers,
Stupid teenagers.
Stupid teenagers.
Stupid teenagers.
Stupid teenagers.
I want to argue. I want to argue that point right out of the gate.
Do it.
I had a really hard time believing that these were, other than Kevin Bacon, believing that these were 19-year-olds or 18-year-olds or whatever. Like, my brain never saw them that way. My brain saw them as 20-somethings who were like all, I don't know, acting a little tiny bit childish, not a lot, right? Because they're doing work.
Mm-hmm. The girl that survives definitely, I think she puts on an air of, I'm pretending to be much younger than I am, but it never really worked for me. The movie didn't do enough to tell me who these people are. It just throws them all out there and off they go. And I'm like, if the movie had found a way to establish that they're like, this person is 18 and said it a few times, I would have gone with you, saying stupid teenagers, but the movie didn't do that. And it was weird to me later in the movie, by the way, when someone's like, I gotta go see about those kids at the camp. I'm like, what? Mm-hmm. What kids? Yeah. There aren't kids there yet. There's only counselors at this time. Yeah. But we talked about camps last week a little bit because it was sleepaway camp.
Because of sleepaway camp,
there were actual kids in that one. Yeah.
There were. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. One had a wiener. Anyway.
Yeah.
Spoiler, everybody.
I'm sure more than one had a wiener, but okay. Yes, I get your point.
But in this particular case, clearly they're casting older, and it's fine because they're supposed to be counselors and stuff. But the girl who dies in the car or after the car thing gets her
she's
throat slit.
She's the youngest, right? She's the cook, Annie, right?
Yeah.
And it's kind of funny. You see her doing her little hitchhike thing. She's the first person you see. So immediately, for me anyway, and I've seen this before and completely forgot, I thought, that's right. She's going to be the final girl. She's the one that we see in the movie. She's talking to the dog. She's talking to the people in the diner. She's going to be the one that survives, and she's not, which is it's funny that what I thought was a trope from the very beginning of the final girl trope wasn't.
Right.
It doesn't start the trend that I think other ones try to buck.
Yeah, I also really liked that about it. And I don't remember the last time I saw this. I remember some things about it, but I kind of don't remember that they were counselors or camp wasn't in session already. Mm-hmm. Like there was a lot of things I had in my head about this. And, I did know about the whole, well, Jason's not even in this to the last, second or whatever. But even that I remembered wrong because when he jumps out of the water and pulls her in, I thought credits rolled. I thought we were done.
I thought it was
which one did you watch?
Oh, is there a different cut? Because the cut I saw, they flashed to where she wakes up in the hospital and the doctor's like, we didn't see any boy there.
If I remember correctly, and if the listeners are listening, it seems like there was a different cut. Like some people didn't like the ending where it just ended like that, and then others
interesting.
So,
okay.
If I remember that correctly.
That makes sense because she does show up as this character in sequels, and that would have felt weird if we just see her get attacked but okay, that makes me feel better because I thought I was losing my mind. I'm like, this extra stuff wasn't here before when I saw this, I swear.
Yeah, and there's a lot of conflict in the alternate versions list. I read the whole thing, and it contradicts itself over and over because people can't decide. They don't know what they're seeing because there's multiple versions, and like when the difference between two versions is this one's gorier, people will watch the movie and just say, "Oh, I must have seen the less gory one, or I must have seen the more gory one," and they don't know. And it's just like one of those movies that's got a lot of stuff that got edited out really early on, like after the theatrical release, the prints that were floating around got edited, and then that's what we're seeing now. We're basically missing a couple minutes of stuff, and we just always will be. There's just like
what's wild about this movie is how good it looked in sound, and I think Dunaway kind of stumbled upon this maybe even by accident. But the Blu-ray version, I think that's what we all got,
right?
Or something's been remastered because it looked really good. I mean, as much as a movie from 1980 can look, but it also just sounded amazing. Like the sound work was crazy good. So I don't know what's going on there, but I felt like last time I saw it was probably on VHS in the 90s, and I don't think I had that experience,
and it's a shame too, because one of the things that this movie is praised for is the sound. So yeah, it's also criticized for. But I listened to it on Blu-ray, and it sounded with headphones, and it sounded amazing.
It should get really criticized for basically stealing the music from Psycho.
Yeah. I mean, this movie was criticized a lot because at this point, it was stealing from a lot of things like Psycho, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Halloween. And as you get further and further away, you start realizing the differences. We kind of look for the sames when we're first watching a movie. It's like, oh, yeah, I've seen this before. But as you get further away, like, oh, but here's a whole bunch of stuff that's mixed in different, and it's not as egregious as I thought.
Well, it's also early in its, cabin in the woods style stuff. This is a camp, but, still that same idea of like a bunch of teens in the woods. There are only three three main examples that are considered to be the beginnings of that idea, that trope that now is everywhere. Like everybody does parodies of that, real movies like that. Cabin Fever's like a serious take on it. The Evil Dead movies, all that stuff. Number one, so I did a deep dive on this. Number one was a movie or a short film made by Sam Raimi in 1978. It was called Within the Woods. That was the basis for Evil Dead, which came in 81. Yeah. So first you have Within the Woods is considered the first horror movie cabin in the woods piece of business. Number two, Friday the 13th, 1980, this one. And then number three, Evil Dead 81, which again is like Within the Woods, so it's kind of a cheat. But those are considered the OGs. And you look at it now and it's like, oh, there are billions of these. There's so many.
It becomes important as we move forward with technology that can kind of negate the idea of being isolated, right? So we still have those isolated woodsy areas that we can put our people into.
Right.
Before we get too far away from the visual quality of the movie, I was also very impressed with the transfers. I looked at it. I checked it out on Paramount. I checked it out on Peacock. They all had basically the same file they were working with. There were two things that really jumped out at me. Sorry, that really I thought were really noticeable about everywhere. And I checked these spots in all these different presentations of this film. There were two things. One is when the counselors first get to the camp, they go out onto some docks and lay around and jump in the water and stuff. They just have a little swim party, and that scene apparently was not well captured and could not be ever fixed. Like, if you go watch that scene, it just doesn't
what kind of remastering you do,
it doesn't look as good as the rest of the movie for whatever reasons. No idea. And then very, very late in the movie, when Marcy is throwing open the shower curtains and about to get attacked by Mrs. Voorhees, there's this blur on the left side of the screen. Like the whole left side of the screen, there's this bad blur, and it has been mitigated somewhat, but it's still there. And so, like, I noticed on all of these versions, this is how I decided that they were all running the same transfer, because that blur is the same amount of fixed in all the different versions that are in there. Basically, this is a movie that people like made and produced and put into theaters and didn't really care to preserve perfectly. There's at the
time it wouldn't make sense,
at the time.
Yeah,
because they never did. They didn't even keep bloopers around or anything. Like back in the day, you just cutting room floor literally meant that you sweep it up and throw it away.
No director's cut later on. Yeah,
you didn't know what you really had at the time, because even they were probably even they knew they were like, oh, we want to make our version of Halloween. Essentially, we have some stories and we want to do our version of it. And then there's then suddenly it finds this perfect little mix, and it becomes a formula, and it goes on for however many movies, and suddenly we probably should have saved that first one. Probably should have done some stuff with that.
Yeah. And so I guess in the end, I'm just impressed with what we got. I didn't expect it to look this good or sound this good.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that really does help what is otherwise kind of an aging thing. And, you know, the idea, you could make the joke that our kitten in the sink this week is Jason, because he is the prominent brand moving forward. He takes it over after 2. And now it's Hockey Face Mask Forever, and Jason Voorhees is the villain.
Actually, 3 was we didn't see the hockey mask until 3. I think it might.
Oh, really?
Is that
So
true?
2, you don't get it. I thought you got it in 2.
He's Sackboy in 2.
Oh, right. But he's in it though.
He's in it. But the hockey mask is yeah.
Okay. When is he stuck? When is he chained to the bottom of the lake with a chain? When is that?
Oh, gosh, like 7 or something, isn't it? It's like,
I love that shit. That's one of my favorite things. Yeah. If I had a lake, I would put a fake Jason out there in the water.
Yeah.
Just in case anyone swims down. Like, oh my God.
Oh, no.
Can you imagine that? Even if you could see it, just sort of on the surface. What an amazing thing that would be. But I have no memory of that. I also found this list of what is considered the top 12 ranking, because there are 12 movies.
Yeah.
And we'll see if this lines with you guys. This list is based on critic reviews combined with Rotten Tomatoes reviews combined with Metacritic combined with some other stuff like the American Movie Classic stuff, all those lists. This whole thing's compiled into that mathematically somehow. Number 1, Friday the 13th, 1980. This movie is still considered the best.
Wow. Okay.
Number 2, Friday the 13th, Part 6. Jason Lives from 1986. Have we done that?
I actually went back, and you got to look up. Yeah, you got to look up Jason, because if you look up Friday the 13th, you won't see it. So I had to look up on Quick Sack.
We have not sacked Jason Lives.
Okay. So no Jason Lives.
X, but not Jason Lives.
We should consider it. We should consider
Part 6. Well, my goal for us was to start from the beginning and go through the ones we haven't ever sacked before. And I'm realizing we don't need to wait till October to do this. Like this movie doesn't take place in October. The movie came out in like a May. Like it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it really doesn't. I'll finish out the list real quick. Number 3, we have The Final Chapter. 84 is considered the third best.
Yeah. And that's my favorite one.
That's the only. I think that's. I don't think any of us have seen Jason Lives. Now that I think about it, or unless Dunaway has. Dunaway probably hasn't.
I think I've seen all of these. I thought,
I know we haven't done Jason Lives, but you seeing it does not surprise me. Number 4, Friday the 13th, Part 2. That's where 2 shows up. 5, the 2009 reboot, which I quite liked personally.
Yeah.
I know it was divisive, but I thought it was pretty rad, and I was hoping there would be more, but they didn't do any more after that. Freddy v. Jason, 2003, is number 6. Number 7, they have Part 7, The New Blood. And then 8, we have Friday. Or what year was that? 88. Friday the 13th, Part 3 in 82 is at number 8. So these immediate sequels did not hit as well critically. 9th, we have Friday the 13th, Part 5, The New Beginning, and Jason X after that at number 10. Rounding it out with Friday the 13th, Jason Takes Manhattan at number 11. That's exactly where it belongs.
Yeah.
And the one they think is the worst is 1993's Jason Goes to Hell, The Final Friday.
And that was the first one we watched, right? Back on episode 48.
Yeah. We had fun with it, though. That was a fun one.
I just want to point out, Jason Takes Manhattan is the 8th movie, and it came out in 1989. They made a lot of these movies in the 80s. This is the decade of the 80s was chock full of Jason.
Oh, yeah.
Rocky and Jason, you couldn't escape them.
Oh, my gosh, dude. Now that you say that. I mean, obviously, what's the Freddy Krueger shit was pretty prominent.
Yeah, I will guarantee you multiple times in the 80s, Sylvester Stallone received an offer to do Rocky versus Jason.
He probably did, right? Somebody somewhere talked about it. You know it happened.
Oh my God! Just imagine like the promoters. You got Don King promoting Jason to fight Rocky.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure no ideas are off the table. Things don't get greenlit, but probably somebody suggested a stupid crossover like that.
I would love it.
Yeah,
like the Jason Freddy thing. Jetty. I call it Jetty for short.
It was a nice ship name. I like that.
Yeah, the Jetty. She's a great ship. We love her. She'll last forever. That would seem obvious, right? Like that, of course, you take your 2 slasher lords, and you put them together, and it's already gone off the rails.
Surprised
so who cares?
it did pull in Michael Myers too, right? For like a 3,
Yeah, they're the triumph. They're the Trinity,
trick.
the Holy
Yeah.
Trinity. I think. Is there anyone? Well, let's think about that. It has to be, right?
I think so. I think there's a long gap between those 3, and then you get down to like Chucky and Jigsaw and some of those others. I think, but those 3 I think are your Mount Rushmore, your 3-headed Mount Rushmore of slasher horror.
I think you're right. I don't think there's anybody else that competes. And it's interesting because you'd think there'd be way more. Like some might today say Art the Clown now belongs in there. I might even agree with them. Like Art the Clown's pretty wild, but almost needs his own Mount Rushmore with like a different take because Art the Clown is gross, man.
Yeah, there's no fun. Well, and I can't really speak to it because I still haven't seen any of the Terrifier movies. But at least Friday the 13th, certainly Nightmare on Elm Street, a little bit Halloween, have a kind of a little bit of a camp, not camp as in sleepaway camp,
Location.
but camp horror. Camp campiness to them,
and
a little bit of a humor to them. Whereas I feel from just what I've heard about the Terrifier movies, there's no fun. There's no.
The fun is in. I guess if you think it's
sex.
The only fun part is that if you really are into watching him just obliterate people. If you find fun in that, well, then that's a fun. That's maybe
fun,
the most fun movie ever made. But
then you should probably be on a list.
Yeah. That's how I usually look at these things. I hear people talk about it all the time. It's like, oh, that horror movie didn't make me laugh, and I'm like, oh, the only thing that's supposed to make you laugh is like the stupid people who aren't running away. That should be the only thing you're laughing at. Otherwise,
Well,
it's not funny.
there are horror movies that's what they set out to do. Right. Like when a horror movie is intending to make you laugh, you know in advance. Hey, we're gonna watch this movie. I just can't I've seen all of the Friday the 13th movies. I've seen that whole list Scott just listed.
Yeah.
This is my 3rd time watching the first one. I just can't put this first one in like my top 5 for that. It just doesn't.
Oh, really?
It doesn't rise to its own occasion.
It's not its own. How do I put this? The way they took the series made this movie seem like a separate thing that almost just inspired it instead of was in the actual order of the movies. It doesn't feel like a Friday the 13th movie in almost any way. It just feels like kids at camp getting stalked, killed one by one. But there's no big brute in the hallway with a giant machete, and that's what the series became. So if you're not gonna have that, it really is separate. So what people are saying here critically, I think, is they're basically saying, well, that was when it was best, when it was a mystery and there wasn't this face and all that. And I think I'm more with Randy though on the fun side of things. I'd rather what they ended up with, even though it got a little supernatural.
Because otherwise you're basically saying this movie was good until the other movies came out and changed who the villain was to what we expect, and that made this first one worse, kind of thing.
Yeah,
which I don't think is fair.
And I'm definitely not making that case. I'm saying that from the jump, this thing is just a little bit boring. I'm not saying entirely. You can't really be bored when people are getting hacked to death, but like there's something about it where it has all these opportunities to make characters of the characters, and it just doesn't. And the reason that everybody likes Friday the 13th Part 2 more, I think, is that it establishes the Amy Steele character of Ginny, who gets what's going on from the start, and she's smart. She's constantly trying to outsmart Jason. And then, so the question of the movie becomes, wow, is this smart girl going to actually make it to the end? And like, that's an actually interesting way of telling a story. Whereas this movie, the entire story is about, can you have sex and survive? And
the answer is no.
The answer is probably not.
Yeah, probably not. So back to the original point that started this story, this conversation, because I think we kind of leapfrogged over it. It is interesting that this movie did the tropies that we expect from a movie like this, but I was never quite sure who was going to survive in the end. Because the girl at the beginning, or the girl at the end rather, when she first is introduced, she's just like third-rate helper person. She's not she's not portrayed in any kind of main way. Everyone else has moments of, oh, maybe they're the main one, or maybe they are. Her surviving is like kind of a surprise, and I'm actually impressed that it got me, even though I've seen this thing like 4 times. It still kind of got me that she survived.
But Scott, she didn't play strip poker. It shouldn't have been a surprise at all.
Well, right.
Exactly.
She didn't get into the... Or no, she started to, but she didn't even get to the first button.
She only got the first button.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
So apparently...
you last.
Yeah, apparently intent will not get you killed at first.
Nope.
But,
Nope.
That didn't go far enough, by the way, the strip poker.
I agree. Strip Monopoly. You mean?
I'm sorry, strip Monopoly. Holy shit.
I feel I was hazy on the rules. So
I was too. They were still using money.
Right?
Yeah.
And so you had to buy your properties and put hotels on them. But then once you owned properties and had once you had hotels and houses on them, that's when the strip stuff got invoked.
Right.
Is that the way
How
you
did you ever
understand
lose?
it? Okay.
If you land on somebody's spot and you have to spend money, you also have to lose a piece of clothing.
Are you banging your hand on the desk explaining these rules, Randy?
I love it. Wham, wham.
Bam, bam.
I love it. It's very authoritative.
I was just trying to do a little Foley.
No, it was good.
It was good. It was great Foley work.
Yeah, it was
I appreciated
amazing.
that.
Forget about the sound work in this movie. I'm impressed with the sound work of this podcast today.
If you land on free parking, do you get any clothes back?
Oh, that's interesting. You could actually make strip Monopoly last for a long time.
Oh, she said no community test,
no
right?
community stuff. Yes, I would assume free parking. Same.
There were a
rules.
lot of women in that camp who had a community chest.
Yeah.
Let's just
Oh yeah.
I remembered the previous times watching this movie. I remembered so much more nudity than there was. And it's possibly the version that we saw. Maybe I somehow, like the VHS version or something back in the day, had more nudity. But like, I felt like we got one girl's boob because she was making love to Kevin Bacon, and we got half of his bare ass, and that was about it.
Yeah, there wasn't a ton.
We didn't see a full
crack.
degree of separation on Kevin Bacon's butt.
No, we didn't. I'm trying to think in the other cases. Did we get anything else? Really, not really. A lot of underwear and a
lot of really tiny swimsuits, and that's.
Oh, so yeah.
A lot of Bing Crosby being super racist about Native Americans. Or not Bing Crosby, sorry, Henry Crosby.
Bing Crosby's son. Yeah. I can't believe that was Bing Crosby's son. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
It's like his seventh son. His was not.
Yeah, he had a lot of boys. No girls, I don't think.
Yeah.
He had like seven boys, 5 with one lady, and I think 2 with somebody else. Bunch of them sang, bunch of them were a mess. But
I'm surprised more kids aren't, Crosby's kids. In movies.
You don't think there's
got
more?
so many.
It's like we're all relatives of Attila the Hun or something.
Yeah. All he had to do was go at the bar, and they would go, I gotta ride that man.
But this is kind of it for Bill Crosby. I'm sorry, Harry Crosby.
Harry Crosby.
Harry Crosby. Harry Crosby makes this movie. He does a couple things on TV, and then he gets a bit role in a small movie, and he's done.
And then he's done. And that's
5
weird
minutes.
because I actually think he's okay in this. Like, he's a decent actor. He's fine.
Yeah.
I don't know why that he didn't. Like, the girl who survives is a worse actor than he is. She was bad, I thought.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
I thought she was terrible at her. Whenever she talked, she's fine when she's crying and screaming and trying to get away or whatever. But whenever she would like do dialogue, she was killing me, dude. I didn't think she was good at all.
I don't think there was anybody in here that really delivered believable dialogue. I might be reconvinced. Like, I could be convinced when we start hearing clips.
Walt Gorney
maybe
is Crazy Ralph. Come on.
Okay, well, oh geez, that dude like twisted his mouth as he was talking like, dude.
Yeah,
that's so funny.
Yeah.
And
how long was he waiting in that pantry?
Right.
That made me laugh so much. He had me looking for
hours.
corn expiration dates and stuff. He had to be bored in there. Come on, he's crazy.
Right.
But there's a good example of I can't separate my knowledge of the movie series from this movie anymore because I'm absolutely sure that a crazy guy from town walking out into the woods is intended to throw us off the scent of who's actually doing these murders.
Yeah.
But the movie doesn't try very hard to actually do that, to make a subplot there that I'm going to care about. And because I know about the franchise, I really don't care. Right? Like, I just have no interest.
Well, sure.
Yeah. And they kept trying to play with who's their murderer. Maybe it's this person, but it was so lightly dealt. And I would have been pissed anyway if you've given me too many clues because suddenly some lady I never even seen shows up and I'd be like,
Yeah.
Whatever.
But this movie starts out with a really great idea, and that is we, the viewer, are doing these killings. And I wish it had stuck with it, but it doesn't. And like that would have been incredible if it had gotten all the way to the end and we're still in the body of Mrs. Voorhees, right?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, eventually you got to show her, though, right? Like, you can't have that going forever.
But I'm just saying, like,
we're paying Betsy Palmer. We got to show her, right? I mean,
it didn't hold up that promise. The initial promise that you see is that I'm going to be the point of view of the killer, and oh man, that's so much better than the end with this old woman. It's a girl fight at the end. I guess that's I'm sorry.
Total girl fight.
It ends in a decapitation. Whatever. All right.
Yeah.
She
a decapitation that wasn't really shown very well.
Not really.
You know?
It was kind of bad.
Savini disagrees.
You know what though? Savini, I'll say this about Savini's effects work. Most of it, I think that beheading was a little rough, but most of it, like Kevin Bacon's neck when the arrow coming through that and stuff, that all looked real good, man.
Really good, yeah.
You guys seen the illustration of how that works? It's pretty cool.
No.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I desire to know more. He had blood gushing like it was his carotid artery and everything. It was gnarly.
Yeah.
Freaking Kevin Bacon.
I didn't know Miss Voorhees was such a archer. She's pretty good.
Not only that, she likes to hang out under beds while people have sex and then kill them. She likes to do that. And that dumb sweater my mother would have worn in the fall.
That's what was so great about it. I loved that part. But it was this reverse Psycho. I mean, because she was really channeling Jason kind of Bates style, where she's going, and the sound that's here throughout it is kill, 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 ma, ma, ma. So
is that what the
it's the abbreviation? Yes, the abbreviation of kill the mommy. Kill, 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 ma, ma.
Oh,
gotcha.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that either.
Even to this moment, I was like, I just thought that was like I don't know, just noise, like a psychotic sound, or it's kind of. I knew it was a voice, but it was more like, you know, cake.
It doesn't sound like kill, kill, ma, 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 but it is in the lore that's what it was supposed to be.
Okay, fair enough.
I love they executed it.
She, by the way, we talked about Betsy Palmer briefly, but she was, if it was not for the fact that she was in desperate need of a new car, it says. This is trivia.
That's what I love. That's my favorite.
Yeah, it's pretty good trivia. She says that she would have never accepted this role. She says, in fact, after she read the script, she called the movie, quote, a piece of shit, unquote. Over the years, however, Palmer did warm up to the film as it made her more famous than infamous and made appearances at conventions, all that stuff, documentaries. So she got out of she kind of James T. Kirk'd it a little bit and was okay.
She says she was there for 10 days, got paid $1,000 a day. So before tax, $10,000.
We'll get you a Hyundai.
80. Let's see what we'd get for that. Yeah.
That'll get you a Chevette or something. I don't know. I don't know what car costs.
I'd like to see her driving off, smiling with her, Friday the 13th, little Chevette.
I love the Chevette. It's totally just,
And if you're making $1,000,
she is what when you look in the dictionary under Pamela, that is exactly what you said right there. That is
she should just be she's the sample Pamela in everybody's dictionary.
Well, we need somebody for our Pam. Oh, well, never mind. All right, stop looking.
And she was wasn't she a big deal in like older Hollywood or something?
She did okay. She wasn't like a big deal, but she did okay.
I thought she was like there was some, like this was
she had her moments.
Not a comeback.
She had a lot of movies and a lot of TV movies.
Yeah.
Maybe more TV stuff.
If you ask, everybody know Betsy Palmer? Some people like, yeah. Most people probably like.
Oh, wow. She was in an episode of Penny Dreadful, or I don't know about one episode, but in the Penny Dreadful 2005 series is Trudy Treadwell.
She's still with us or passed?
Nope.
Or?
2017 or something she passed
2015.
away?
Yeah.
2015.
Okay. That was a good year. I like that year.
88.
Not for her, was it?
No.
Ironically, decapitated.
Ironic.
Oh,
jeez, that went dark. Good thing it's October. Randy, what were you going to say?
It looks like Betsy Palmer's best run was on Knots Landing. She was in 2 seasons of Knots Landing.
Yeah.
And she played a character named Virginia Bullock.
Yeah. Virginia Bullet?
Bullock.
Oh,
Bullock. As in the testicle.
Okay.
Yeah.
The bollock. Okay, got it.
Yeah. I found her very compelling. It's just the movie didn't quite give us enough to build up to her. Like it could have been really, really interesting if it was going back and forth between what happened in the 50s and what's happening presently.
Yeah.
60s,
Right.
the 60s, whatever. You know what I mean? Like if just like
it claimed it was 50s and then present.
Well,
and then present.
Which I don't know. Their math's a little weird in this.
80. Well, and also Betsy Palmer actually set some of the lore up for Jason because she's the old school actor who's like, you want to write complete backstory for your character, and she talked about how she had Jason when in 1944 or something like that, and so that ended up becoming canon.
Wait, she had a kid named the character had him.
The Voorhees. Yeah, she wrote basically the character backstory.
Oh, okay, that's actually kind of cool. I like that.
When she got in there.
I really like it when actors do something else too. Like the way we get to Tom Savini, the famous makeup effects artist, is he's an actor in movies, and
we saw that long ago.
He is like really digging the the makeup chair, and he masters a bunch of stuff, and so like he's doing makeup for the 4 movies he did before this are Death Dream, Deranged, Martin, and Dawn of the Dead, and those two, Martin and Dawn of the Dead, he stars in those movies.
Yeah, he's in
and then for Dawn of the Dead, he's doing like makeup for a bunch of different people he's starring with, and he gets nominated for a Saturn Award, and he's like, oh, there's something here.
Yeah,
and
he's famous for the Dawn of the Dead in particular is supposed to be some of his best work. I think I don't remember.
Yeah,
but
and I wished this movie had given him a lot more to do. Like they'd hired him outright to do longer effects, we're not intended to really see the whole setup. Like Mrs. Voorhees is under the bed and she's about to stab Kevin Bacon from below. I don't know. It's like I guess that wouldn't be that exciting, but what you end up seeing is so brief,
Yeah,
it's good though.
It's really good.
I post the illustration from their layout of how they.
That's so
they
cool. How they did the Kevin Bacon deal.
Oh, I should put
that's
this looked like something that if you had in your notebook and your teacher found it, you'd be called to the principal's office.
For sure.
Yeah.
Is this supposed to be Kevin Bacon?
Yeah. Talk about getting put on a list. That's awesome. And he's just squatting there. I don't like the shoes they have Kevin Bacon wearing. I don't like those little penny loafers.
Like and I'm
your
pretty
dress
sure
shoes.
everybody will be wearing penny loafers.
So this whole front of his shoulder bit with the blanket over it, that's false. I thought just the neck was false. That's interesting.
Nope. Yeah, he's underneath that bed.
I love the guy with the arrow in his hand. He's just kind of going do do do.
This is what I'm doing this week.
Yoink, 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 yoink.
This is my job today. Oh, and this is where's the blood bag? Oh, the tubing. I see it.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah.
I'll put this in the Patreon and the Discord
stuff.
Yeah. I'll make a bigger version that's a little small.
You know what? I kind of forgotten the scene with at the diner, and man, I really that scene almost has zero purpose in the film, but I wanted to hang out there. That night shot at the diner, Sally and Golden having this conversation. It's just
Yeah, I mean, that waitress was the worst acting in the movie. Like she was terrible.
Yeah, but it was brief. It didn't need to be. Yeah. I mean, it didn't need to be much. The thing where the whole townspeople thing in general is kind of my chick in the bucket or my kitten in the sink. If I had one to pick, though, it's Ralph, because Ralph is your typical horror movie warning guy, right? Who everyone thinks is crazy, but he's going, "It's a death curse," and then he never comes back around. I needed some closure.
Right.
They tell him, get out of here, and he walks outside, and then in my imagination, he's just standing out in the middle of the camp the rest of the movie.
He never left.
He ups on a bicycle.
He rides off on his bicycle, and they stay on it way too long. Exactly. I was waiting for some music. It's like, okay, we're going to watch Ralph completely leave the scene. All right, I guess we are.
Yep.
All right.
We are.
Yep.
Hanging with it.
Get some
but
popcorn.
they did say later on, in some minor dialogue, they did say later on that he was back home with his wife or something.
He's married. Holy shit! That
so
guy.
brief, so brief.
Yeah, I actually quite liked Ralph, and I could have gone with Ralph.
What about Ron Milkey as Officer Dorf on his motorcycle?
Oh, what a pud!
Trying to give the kids a hard time. I actually like that a lot.
Yeah.
Do we know who? Do we know him from something?
Ron Milkey or whatever his name is. No, Officer Dorf is what I always call him because he's hilarious.
Dorf. He's
Officer
very.
Dorf.
He's very. lame.
You guys smoking weed?
You guys smoke, reefer, the stick, the whatever, all the names he was giving it. I don't think the stick was one of them.
And we watched him also struggle leaving out of there on his bike. Except he had like a motorcycle bike, but it was awesome.
Yeah, I liked it, that whole stupid thing. It's like the adults are dumb and authority sucks. That's what you do in your movie with teenagers in it. Yeah. Go ahead, Randy.
Lots of people we've never sacked before. Obviously, we've sacked Kevin Bacon. He's our most sacked person out of this movie.
Sure.
Our director Sean Cunningham. This is our second time sacking him. He directed
Jason.
He directed Deep Star 6.
Oh,
really?
I like Deep Star 6.
Okay.
That was bad.
And so if you find someone that we've sacked twice, like the Sergeant Tierney actor Ron Carroll. They were also in Deep Star 6.
Oh, I like that. Well, maybe I'm remembering wrong, but wasn't Deep Star 6 just like laughably terrible? Like just a really
pretty bad.
I liked it though.
Yeah.
I have to admit, I liked it. Probably because it was so bad. That's probably why I liked it.
This movie has really held up among critics, like newer critics who come along and rate it.
Yeah.
They're keeping it afloat, where a movie like Deep Star 6 just keeps getting sunk.
Yeah, Deep Star 6 is never going to get that kind of critical whatever, but you do see, like I said, in that list, that top 10 list or top 12 list, it's all about it's more about what modern critics think of it than what they thought at the time. I think at the time people were probably just put off by the
it really helps that you get some distance and perspective because Siskel and Ebert, which one's
Ebert's the little short fat one, and Siskel's the tall.
All right, Siskel the tall asshole started like a whole movement that he wanted to shut this down. Basically, he hated this movie so much he didn't want people to even see it. He was such a dick about it.
Wow,
he gets a little hardcore sometimes, or he did.
Yeah.
Huh. How'd Ebert feel?
Probably like whatever.
Like
Ebert,
they did have a whole episode of their show where they just bashed it, but it was definitely one of the critics who was really just trying to destroy the whole.
He was
thing.
like wants to not like. Not
only did he not, he
could have stopped the whole slasher movie.
Else. Yeah. He didn't want anybody else to see it, which I think is a dick move. I'm like,
it is a dick move.
Do you want to hear the? Can I just read you the whole trivia? It's very interesting. So one of the film's most vocal detractors was Gene Siskel, who in his review called Cunningham, the director, one of the most despicable creatures ever to infest the movie business, end quote. He also published the address for the chairman of the board of Gulf Western.
Holy shit.
As well as Betsy Palmer's home city, and encouraged fellow detractors to write them and express their contempt.
Well, let me tell you something. That's doxing right there is what that is. That's some doxing.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you don't be giving that shit out.
Right.
Yeah, F that guy, whatever. Like, he also was the one that didn't. I remember very famously, Ebert loved Dark City, and so did I. And Ebert raved about it. That was one of his favorite new movies. And Gene Siskel went on and on and on about how he hated it. I was definitely an Ebert guy. I'll tell you.
I was an Ebert guy too. Yeah.
I'll give you one more Gene Siskel quote if you don't hate this guy enough. He called this gory cardboard thriller that younger viewers made into a box office juggernaut, which is one more clue as to why SAT scores keep declining.
Nice. Just let's insult the director, the actress, and while we're at it, all the kids.
Yeah. Let's give the audience shit. He sucks. Whatever. That guy. Man. I mean, not speak ill of the dead. Spill eek. Holy shit.
Spill eek of the dead.
Spill eek of the dead.
Yeah.
All right.
Because of this movie and my niece Rainy's current schooling, she's currently going to the Circle in the Square acting school in New York.
Nice.
One of her teachers, one of her instructors is Mark Nelson, our camp counselor and shirtless handyman.
Really?
Jeep owner. Yeah.
Oh, I was going to ask about him. Yeah. I didn't know he was still doing stuff. I guess teaching.
He's teaching, actually, and he is still doing stuff. I mean, all the instructors there are. No, I don't know if he is, but all of her instructors are actors who sometimes have to postpone class because they've got a role they're doing, or they're an understudy on Broadway, and there's a show that afternoon and stuff. So, but because of all this, I'm 1 degree of separation away from Kevin Bacon now.
Oh
Nice.
my gosh! I didn't think of that. That's
or
amazing.
2, I guess. 1 to Rainey to Mark Nelson, Mark Nelson to Kevin Bacon.
Did Kevin Bacon ever work with anybody directly that was in The Shining or had stuff to do with The Shining? Because maybe you got
he has to have worked with. Oh yeah, he worked with Nicholson in A Few Good Men. So
there you go. Even a better
I
one.
could have been 1 degree away from Kevin Bacon if I had gotten my Shining.
And I would then we would be 12 degrees away from you. That'd be
Yeah. He's fun to, by the way, he's great on social media because Kevin Bacon spends all his time like with his animals on this little farm he's got. He's living it, man. I like where Kevin Bacon's at. Yeah, he's having a good time. Him and who'd he marry?
The closer, Kyra Sedgwick.
Yeah, and they've been together.
Kira Sedgwick.
They've been together forever.
They are one of the good story Hollywood couples, right? You look at them and they have, there never feels like there's any sort of ego or inequality. It's kind of like Steenburgen and Danson, where it's like, you know,
just going to be there forever.
All right, here we go. You guys found the right pairing. It's like Nicole Kidman.
Never mind.
Shit.
Yeah, I was going to say like
and AMC theaters. Those two are never going to separate.
Yeah, they're in love. They're in love. That's true love right there.
I'd put
that's true love.
I'd put Kevin Bacon and Kyra Sedgwick in like top 5 celebrity couples. Like
who's your other top 4?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good one.
Kurt
saw
Russell
her on
and Goldie
Frasier,
Hawn.
by the way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. What? Go on.
Yeah,
Are you watching Frasier
great.
too?
I'm watching Frasier too, and she's a love interest for Frasier. He just falls head over heels for at first moment, and then Niles and Martin realize that she's the spitting image of their mother or his mom, and so they look at old video footage, and it's Rita Wilson playing the mom.
Oh, that's funny. That's actually great.
It's a great one, but she's really good in that episode. Rita Wilson, I give her shit for writing Tom Hanks's coattails, but she's she's got some good comedy chops.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
she just shouldn't release cover albums. Can I just leave it at that?
Yeah, I think you can. I saw there was a couple I saw last night on some feed, and I'd forgotten how long they've been married, and now I can't remember who it was, but there's like a handful, man. They make it work.
Yeah. What was the rest of the rest of your list, Randy?
Okay, so my top long-lasting celebrity couples: Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson, Kevin Bacon, Kyra Sedgwick, Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn, and then I've got 2 more: Ted Danson and Mary Steenburgen.
Okay,
and who's the 5th one? Hold on, give me a second. Sarah Jessica Parker and Matthew Broderick.
Oh, that's a good one.
And I want to do a dishonorable mention. I always have to say they would be top 5, Catherine Zeta-Jones and Michael Douglas, except Michael Douglas famously said that he got throat cancer from going down on his wife, and that is unforgivable.
Yeah. It is kind of a horrible thing to say about your wife. Yeah. What about is Kirsten Dunst and Jesse Plemons somewhere on that?
Oh, they should be on there.
I think they'll get there.
Yeah, they're only 10 years in, but I think they will get there, sure. Yeah. I mean, they met on the set of Fargo, and they've never stopped since. But
they seem like, again, in those relationships, they kind of have to be on equal footing. There can't be any real ego kind of stuff going on. And
I know. I was thinking of Justin Bateman. It's not someone though, is the problem. It's a different kind of scenario.
No Justin Bateman.
Sorry, shit. I did just like you did last week. Jason Bateman.
Jason Bateman.
I do it all the time.
I do too.
Jason Bateman's wife. Come on. He's been with her for freaking ever. I don't know that she does. She may not even be in acting. But I saw some pictures that ranged from when they met till current, and they're just like solid as a rock. And I also like those relationships because you don't have to hear about them all the time. They just exist. They're not there to show off. They just have it. I
think it's equally good when it's an actor or an actress and their spouse is behind the camera, like a director, like Cohen and Frances McDormand.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
We also are preferring for this list for the spouses to be age appropriate to each other, and Bateman and his wife are the same age.
Oh, are they?
Oh, that helps. Yeah, nice. It's a big helper.
I appreciate that when that happens. She's very lovely too. She's cute. And he's good. He's kicking ass. Where's
oh my
Justine?
God, he's so good in that Black Rabbit thing.
Justine Bateman. Where's she right now? What's she doing?
She's doing stuff.
I know.
Yeah, I feel like I saw her during COVID in something.
Worry about her.
Oh, really?
She's doing okay.
Is she?
What was she in?
I know she was in that.
She was during COVID. She was in a movie called Violet that
we all
that
saw.
she also directed.
Yeah,
I don't
How'd that go?
remember it though. I don't remember it.
Okay, I don't either. Which is to say,
I think we should talk about.
Will it ruin us when Justine Bateman plays a character in a movie like some precocious grandma kind of thing? Will that will that like be like
the end for us
now? Now Justine Bateman is playing the grandma. Okay,
I'm not looking forward to that. Everyone has that stage, right? This movie did really well. It earned $39,754,000 at the domestic box office on a budget of just $550,000. It actually seems like a lot, but maybe that was mostly effects. Anyway, its worldwide gross was $59 million plus. At the time, some damn good return on your money, despite Gene Siskel's insistence that everybody
one of the first one of the first independent slasher films to be picked up by a major distributor. So I mean that's big. That's really big. Putting this in a lot of screens and making Siskel mad.
Oh yeah. We should all have such lofty goals, you know.
Yeah.
I also was curious about the Annie girl because her character use was so brief. It was like talk to the dog, hitchhike twice, and then die. Right?
Yeah.
Right.
And I thought, where'd she end up? So I did some digging. This girl did. This is just a weird credit. She's mostly an actress in things, but she was a stunt actor. She did stunt work in The Great Outdoors.
Oh, that's awesome.
Really?
Isn't that
John
weird?
Candy.
Yeah. John Candy, Dan Aykroyd thing.
Yeah.
Which I don't
stunt work.
Don't love that movie. I wish I.
It's just
liked
about
it.
everybody in this movie had to do their own stunt work, including Betsy Palmer.
Yeah.
She was really decapitated. It was getting it back
she had
on.
to, it's hard to get on, but they had a plan. They made it work.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to say about that. I was going to say, I forgot. Oh, The Great Outdoors. I don't know why I hate The Great Outdoors. I have a problem.
I love it.
You hate it because it could have been so much more because of Dan Aykroyd and John Candy.
Yeah,
right?
it's just not very good. It's just bad.
Didn't live up to the massive potential that it had.
There you go.
Still enjoy it.
Well, of course you do.
You can, and we appreciate you doing that.
Yeah. I'll even watch it. I'd even watch it with you guys. Or did we? No, we didn't.
No.
Right?
Yeah, I'm just glad that you're agreeing with my post yesterday where I listed John Candy's 3 best movies, his 3 worst movies, and his 3 middle movies. And I really feel like Great Outdoors is like right in the middle. It's just like it's watchable, but I wouldn't go out of my way to watch it.
No. Did anybody sorry to keep veering off into other topics other than this film, but did anybody see the John Candy doc that's out now?
Not yet.
Yes.
The I Like Me, is that what it's called?
I want to see it.
It's real good. It's
Is
real
it?
good.
Okay. I really want to see it.
I still need to watch the Pee Wee Herman one. I mean, I need to just go on
it's so good.
On a
figured we're
biopic
talking
binge.
about we're talking about John Candy because we watched it, and I'm realizing you didn't watch it.
Nope.
Yeah.
You should.
It's good, eh? You'd give it a hey,
He's good, eh?
Well, he's Canadian, so I'm trying to honor the.
That's appropriate.
What'd you think about Rex Everhart, the Quitter Man, Maurice from Beauty and the Beast?
Hold on, is he the? Oh, he's the old guy. Tells
the truck driver.
Maurice.
Yeah,
Oh, the truck driver.
yeah.
Okay.
Tells Ralph to go home and get the F out of there.
That place is haunted up there.
Annie.
It's jinxed.
Yeah, he's great. I don't remember seeing him in much other things. So that was, he looked familiar, and I was like, probably like an
Crazy
episode.
old Maurice, they said. How about, it's the voice of Maurice in Beauty and the Beast. So
He's really
else do you
Maurice.
need?
Hold on.
what else do you need? What else do you need?
Hold on. Crazy old Maurice, they said. Are you sure that's that guy?
Not only am I sure of it, I'm looking at IMDb right now.
Why did I
And it
think that
says
was
it.
somebody? Oh, I'm thinking of Brene Auberginois in the mermaid one.
Yeah.
He was the chef. Never mind. I mixed the two characters up. Crazy old Maurice. So he was
Crazy
the
old Maurice,
dad.
you said.
The
Yeah,
little
he was
mustachy dad. That's cute.
Yep.
I like
Nothing
that.
cute.
Yeah, but he's adorable.
Isn't that cute?
He's he's dead. That fella.
He didn't. Yeah, he died. That happens to the best of us.
Well, he had a long career, a lot of TV stuff. Probably saw him.
Someone else was taken too soon. Laurie Bartram, who was the kind
Brenda?
of the Brenda. Yeah, she was the vegan. That was kind of. I thought she actually kind of stood out a little bit.
She's the one that started the game. That started the Monopoly.
Yeah, she started a Monopoly game. Yep.
She had a older sister, 8 is enough vibe, and I can't remember who the actress was. I mean, it is enough that I'm comparing her
she
to.
died very early, only 49.
Yeah, 49 from cancer, I believe, pancreatic or something like that.
Yeah,
jeez,
that's bad. She was in something else I saw. What was it? Oh, The House of Seven Corpses. Oh, she's not credited, but I've seen that movie. Yeah.
Debbie, Brenda. She always gets Karen. She always gets the best names.
Oh, yeah.
Played Karen twice.
She's the only one that felt mature to me, like the maturest of the group.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even though she's the one saying,
that.
here's how we play him. But even that, she kind of took command on, you know?
Right. And we were setting up tropes here. Like Ned was our first like practical joker trope that's always in the gang of these that goes horribly wrong. Usually the first one to die or weirdly makes it to the end, but always holds a special place. And Brenda's character is kind of like that older sister kind of, maybe we shouldn't be doing this. And if we do it, we'll do it in a reasonable way. You got any weed over there? That's what she asked.
What's the
interesting?
Go ahead.
I just want to give you an interesting trivia on Laurie Bartram.
Do it.
Yes, do it.
Not long after this, she became disgusted with her work as an actor and Hollywood in general. And so she left the entertainment industry. She went and enrolled at Liberty, which back then, like Jerry Falwell's tiny little Liberty Baptist College is what it was called. Now it's a huge university, right?
Yeah.
But she went and enrolled at Liberty, and she ended up following Jerry Falwell around.
Sweet.
Yeah. Well done.
Geez.
You tied your wagon to
the wrong horse.
That guy.
Just like it's an interesting thing that this happens to people. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, most of these people weren't ever destined for greatness, but it is funny that Kevin Bacon, who's in a very understated, undersold role, there's really not a lot going on with Jack, right? He's just sort of there.
No.
And he goes on to be easily the biggest thing.
Easily out of all these people, yes.
It's not even close.
And they got kind of a win here too, because when they were casting this movie, it was so low budget. They were just glad to have anybody really. But he was working with a couple of other actors that were in this movie as well, and they'd already performed together, so they already had chemistry, and so that's just fortuitous.
Yeah,
fortuitous.
They'd already had sex on screen. They were all they were good to go. Ready to roll.
They already had like relationships in the background. Yeah.
You can see how that would work. Hubba hubba.
Hubba.
Let's see here. Another note here about something. Where is it? Oh, the movie's filmed in Camp Nobi Bosco. It's in Blairstown, New Jersey. It's a Boy Scout camp that is still in operation today. And it has a wall there, I guess, of Friday the 13th memorabilia to honor that the movie was filmed there. Future films were not necessarily there.
Right.
But that place got used for it. It'd be fun if you're a little Boy Scout and you're like, what's this wall? I don't know. Let's check it out.
Right.
Here's the door. Here's the door where the guy took all the arrows.
Sweet. And I think
quite the archer,
Miss
Voorhees. Anyway, go
she
ahead.
was quite the archer. Randy had mentioned it earlier. I think why they had the campfire inside the camp. I thought was weird too.
Yeah,
and
I love that there's this one cabin that's got a huge fireplace in it.
Yeah, I think it was snowing. The reason why they had to film that inside, I think, is what it said.
Okay.
I didn't know that. That was interesting too, because I'd also thought the same thing in the past. I'm like, why is that dude sitting there with an uncooked marshmallow inside? And I'm like, all right,
okay, it's a little weird.
Yeah,
I don't know about. Also, one of the rooms was just pure rain. Don't remember whose room it was, but it was just rain in there. It's like, man, this place sucks ass. Go home.
Yeah.
I saw this after I had seen multiple Friday the 13th. I think I started at 3, and it was probably years later before I went back and saw the first 2. And of course, I was shocked, appalled that Jason wasn't in the first one. But
was it like rentals you first saw it, or did you see the third one in the theater and then you went back?
Oh no, this was
ones...
all at home. I mean, I don't think I've seen anything at the theater until much later, probably the 90s.
Okay.
I don't think I did ever. I don't think I've ever seen one in theaters.
Okay. Yeah. Where's I going with that? I can't remember.
Oh, sorry.
But I remember now. They explained something like why we weren't hearing everybody scream when they were getting murdered. Because I never thought about it when I watched it. And I was like, oh, because of this giant heavy rain, you can't hear it.
Oh, is that the idea?
Until I watched it critically this time, I never even thought about it. It's like, well, because they must die.
And also, the sound was good enough in this cut that I felt that. right? I felt that you'll hear it in the clips today. Some of these clips are backed by heavy rain.
Heavy rain.
And it worked.
Yeah.
So
I think it worked.
One more quick thing I wanted to point out is that there were 3 summer camp movies that all came out around the same time.
Oh, okay.
This one, Gorp and Little Darlings, all came out within a few weeks of each other.
I remember I remember Little Darlings and Friday the 13th. I don't remember Gorp at all.
I remember a video game. Remember the game Gorp? I remember that. Wasn't there a game? Oh, Gorf. I'm thinking of Gorf. Yeah. You're right.
Gorp is a term for trail mix. I did not know that.
Right.
So there we go. All right.
Grapes. No, what is
it? Good old raisins and peanuts.
Good old raisins and peanuts. That's it.
That's what Gorp means. Okay, didn't know that. Interesting.
You call them Reese's Pieces over there.
Yeah.
Reese's, Gorpsies, Gorpsies, Borpsies.
Good old Reese's and peanuts.
I am not ashamed to admit that I was of the age that Little Darlings was a desperately wanted quantity, and I tried. My little friends and I tried everything to get our hands on that movie for some reason.
But I don't know a thing about Little Darlings.
It was Jodie Foster and Christy McNichol in
Tatum O'Neal.
Tatum O'Neal. That's right.
Yeah.
But Christy McNichol and Tatum O'Neal or Jodie Foster? Okay.
Yeah.
And they're like constantly trying to one-up each other?
They're just trying to have sex.
Okay.
The only point of the movie
are they
is
racing to have sex?
They're at a
first?
summer camp. They're both virgins, and they both are trying to have sex.
I feel like there was some sort of competition in there.
Matt Dillon, Nicholas Coster. Oh, Armand Asante was in that. He played Gary.
Gary.
Oh, and Cynthia. We like Cynthia Nixon. She's in there. All right. Yeah. I don't know a thing about this movie. So this isn't a horror movie. It's obviously
a sex comedy.
Sex comedy at the okay. Never heard of this. 6.5 out of 10 on IMDb is actually kind of high. So it must be all right.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Yep. A lot of critics like me trying to watch that movie.
All right. Yeah. Purely with a critical eye. You weren't horny or anything.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
At 12 years old, I definitely had a critic's eye.
Yeah. I forgot to tell you guys what grossed me out. Do you have any guesses?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, but was it possibly the real murder of a snake on set and filmed?
I gave that a yuck.
Yuck.
I'm pretty sure they killed that snake. Pretty sure.
They definitely
did.
What animals harmed in the making of this film?
Yeah. That was kind of a bummer. I was just like, you didn't have to do that.
Right.
Yeah.
Is that how we did that? I guess we did that last.
Yeah, that's what you did. Hey, we need to kill a snake in this scene. What we're going to do? We're going to kill a snake.
Yeah. They got rules
I'm amazed
now.
that they were able to kill it too, because they were the most inept at trying to locate it in that room.
I love that they think there's a snake under the bed, so they all stick their heads under the same bed.
Pile on the bed.
Person at that camp all stick their heads under that bed. Like no one would ever. Most people would have just left the cabin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That made no sense. Kind of annoyed me.
But that was one of those things where you go, nope, nope, nope. You bunch of idiots. Nope, nope.
Well, that's true. Yeah, you got to establish they're doing shit they shouldn't do. That's why it makes me a little mad when people rip on Prometheus for everyone being dumb. Like, yeah, that's the point, is they don't understand what they're dealing with. Yeah.
They have not seen all the Alien movies at this point. They don't know.
Yeah. And like when people complain about Alien Earth, similar things, somebody doing something dumb or getting too close to a thing or not wearing a mask when there's spores in the room or
don't you know?
Whatever. Like, this is an alien thing. Are you new here? Like, what are you doing? All right. Should we do some clips? What do you guys think of that idea? You like them ideas?
Yeah.
You like them apples? Well, good.
Clip it up.
All right, then. Here we go. Let's start with this. This is, what is this? Oh, how far is the lake?
How far is it to Camp Crystal Lake?
She was ADR the whole
asking
time.
a dog.
Yeah. She was so
Everything
ADR.
in those openings, seemed like it was filmed for the trailers. Like, it's like we want to film this for the trailer so people can be in the seats, but we don't want it to actually be.
Yeah, literally the trailer on Prime, which is where I watched this, had that scene in her in the car wondering where we're going and why we not turning or whatever.
And why did she sound like Dora the Explorer?
Because she was backpack.
Yeah, talking to dogs. Oh man.
Yeah,
Randy, you're on something. Why are all these movies filled with pervy old men? And here's your example.
All the girls up there gonna look as good as you?
Come on now.
They asked every single girl going up there that same question by a different actor. And I was like, are we trying to establish these girls are pretty? We can't discern for ourselves by looking?
Well, as we learned in Sleepaway Camp and now this, there was something going on in the 80s where it was like, are you 60 and you still lusting after a 16-year-old? Okay.
Yeah,
go ahead.
It's fine. It's fine.
Man, we that ain't good. But when nobody was really noticing it because we were young, right? We didn't notice this shit. And parents apparently didn't go. So who knew this guy was saying,
I wasn't
pretty as the other girls.
Right. I wasn't that age at that point, so I don't know the context of history and how many of those people and how creeped out I should be.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
I'm pretty sure I was supposed to be creeped out.
Yeah. I mean, 80, what was I, 11?
Right.
And I had no idea.
Right. I mean, we used to slap women in films, right? That's what we did. So yeah, I still don't understand
the royal
that.
we, the royal we,
right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, the greater
hysterical.
Apologies.
Yeah.
the greater we, I think is what he means.
Right.
They called me that in high school. All right, here is the here's Ralph doing stuff.
It's got a death curse.
Yeah, it's got a death curse. He's great. Big Ralph fan. No issues with Ralph.
I love Ralph more and more every time I watch it, and he looks like he's about to laugh every time he'll deliver a line, and it looks like he's just
It's in our intro, but I will play it again.
God damn it, Ralph. Get out of here. Go on, get.
I love it.
That is great. It's great acting. It's great dialogue. Like everything about it is just great.
Yeah, and I can hear the character from Beauty and the Beast. I can totally hear it.
Yeah.
Here is, what's this? Oh, the lake is jinxed.
Camp Crystal Lake is jinxed.
Okay.
Jinxed.
I'm realizing he's the best thing in the movie.
He's pretty great.
Yeah.
He disappears way too soon. It'd be nice if he was around. Or maybe he could come and avenge everybody with a shovel or something. That'd be cool.
Yeah. I told you.
God damn it. Here is the little goat ref. I don't know what this is.
Sounds like little goats.
Oh, more ADR from Francis in the car. That's fine.
Again, sounding like Dora the Explorer.
Sounds like little goats.
I love that.
Like little goats.
Backpack. All right. Lots of this stuff in here. A lot of that going on.
The music stinger, you mean?
Yeah. That's
I
fine.
found it interesting that I noticed this time that it's all horns and strings and no percussion instruments up until the very last scene where she's in the canoe.
The song, yeah.
Yeah, when she's dreaming, and I'm like, oh, so they added percussion here. That's interesting.
Yeah, and that was like almost like a full, I don't know if it was, but it felt like a full song, like a licensed track or something. I don't know what that was. It was a weird song.
Interesting.
I hated this. I'll just play it for you.
Oh, jeez.
You didn't appreciate Ned's?
No.
Indigenous people impersonation.
What about Dorf constantly dropping every slur that he could and trying to make jokes about it? I loved it.
Yeah, those guys are the worst. But name any time you've ever heard of a Native American or anyone of any culture go like this. That's not what they do.
Yeah.
Not
and,
even in movies.
And you're almost related to that guy.
I know. That's true. Good point. I'm also 1 degree of separation away from him too. Damn it.
Yeah.
I kept mixing up him and Bill. Bill and him were very similar.
Bill's got
looking.
his head on straight until he doesn't.
Until he didn't have, until it was full of arrows. All right, this cop is so freaking. Oh, it's the cop. Here's the cop saying stuff. Here you go.
Hey, nice bike.
You've been smoking, boy.
Smoking. Don't smoke. Causes cancer.
You know what I mean. Would you just get up a spaceship or something? Colombian gold, man. Grass, hash, the weed. Dig it?
Dig it?
You dig?
What the hell was that?
Dig. Look here, Tonto.
Yeah. Oh, funny you should mention that.
Okay,
Here's that clip right here.
I told you to sit on it, Tonto.
Jeez.
Wow. So channeling both Happy Days and the Lone Ranger.
Yeah. It's as offensive as they can be. Here's Kevin Bacon with his very first line.
Steve taught me how to use the emergency generator. Town power lines are supposed to be real lousy.
It'd be nice if they put a mic on him, you know?
Yeah.
Right?
My gosh, you're in the bathroom there. Here's more bacon.
Look, Nettie's going to do whatever Nettie wants to do, you know?
A little thunder in the back.
He's going to go up to sleep he's going to go bleed on the top bunk while we do it in the bottom.
Yeah.
Again, how could you not smell that blood?
Oh, I know. I don't know. You can smell any of the things in that place. That whole place stunk.
Like if someone like starts cutting up a raw chicken in my kitchen, I can smell it. I don't understand.
Raw chicken.
How could you not?
That's fun to say. Raw chicken in my kitchen. That's a fun rap.
Chicken in my kitchen.
Yeah.
It's like a tongue twister.
It's like a BB No Money guy kind of song. She hates Monopoly. So do I. So I kind of related to this clip. I don't hate it, but I dislike it. Anyway, here it is.
We're going to play Monopoly.
I hate Monopoly.
Not the way I play it, you don't.
Oh.
That's the way I play it.
I just realized how
sorry.
lame her death was. She goes out. She got the bright lights of the car on her. It's implied she's about to get shot with arrows because she's in the range there with the targets, and then they just cut away.
A lot of off-screen deaths, more reveals of what happened than the actual.
Right.
Yeah. Surprised by that. I don't know why.
Yeah, me too.
Just was.
Yeah.
Here's Bacon grunting while he's doing the deed. All right, I got a nice grunt for you. Here we go. All right. That's all you get.
Was that when she grabbed his bacon cheek?
That's when I think so, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's almost more than I needed, really. Honestly.
Yeah. Grabbed one of his ham hocks of his bacon cheek.
Yeah.
The actress in that scene was committed to the sounds she was making, and I was like, I need to watch this with headphones on.
I had to turn it down because I was like, okay. I said, I'm watching Friday the 13th here, guys.
Yeah. This is, by the way, she says, speaking of her, she says something after they're done, and she's walking around on her own looking for him. He's dead now. She doesn't know it. And she says this, and I don't think this is the phrase, so let's play it.
Ollie, Ollie, in free.
Ollie, Ollie, in free.
You can do
should be
both.
oxen free.
I looked it up too because I thought that's not right, and then apparently
it is.
You can do both. Apparently, you can do both. Either that, or the article was lying to me, which is entirely possible.
Well,
too. Nothing's
probably
real
not
anymore.
though. But okay, so it's like soda or pop. It's usable either way, right?
According to what the few things I read on the internet.
All right, I'm holding you to it
on Reddit. So
yeah, this is a courtroom, and I'm holding you to your vow.
Yeah.
So. The sound that movies make. Or I should say this movie makes.
This movie, yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
and subsequent sequels, I suppose. Here's somebody yelling, Bill. All right.
Oh, and then falling to the ground.
Yep, wiping out. Psycho vibes. I mean, it's just pulled right from it almost.
Right from Bernard Herrmann's, yeah.
I tried to watch. Okay, I got to share something with you guys.
Okay.
I tried to watch. This is just between us. Forget about the audience for a second.
Okay.
I tried to watch Monster Season 3 with the Ed Gein story stuff, right?
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. This is a really big deal to my coworkers who are like 30-something women.
Yeah, they love the true crime and the whatnot. Watching that, I really liked the Dahmer one. That was fantastic.
Yeah, me too.
And I didn't see the one about the Menendez brothers, season 2, but I probably should. That reviewed okay.
Yeah.
Just didn't get around to it. Gein has all the potential to be just as good as Dahmer, I suppose. It's not.
I didn't care for it.
It's not very good. And
in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Something's real weird about it. It's like the show decided to say, hey, instead of us being hyper accurate about what this man did and what he was about, let's instead just get really weirdly artistic with it. And the one bit I liked, and this is probably controversial because this is the part people hate, but it jumps forward to the 60s and it gets all up in Hitchcock's face about why he was inspired by the Ed Gein story to make Psycho. Because Psycho, that's confirmed that a lot of his ideas for Psycho came from the Ed Gein story, the obsession with his mother and all that stuff. That stuff was, I really liked the guy that played Hitchcock is what I'm trying to get to say here.
Okay.
I don't know what, I'm not even saying it's that good or that accurate, but something about his portrayal compelled the shit out of me.
Entertaining.
Yeah, and when they got done with that and moved on back to the weirdness, it just got more up its own butt, and I just petered out. I gave up after 6 episodes. I can't do it.
That sounds like a lot of episodes.
It is. I tried.
Documentary.
Yeah, and I went well, it's not a documentary. It's a biopic, but
biopic.
Biopic.
Yeah, but it's all acted and everything, and that's maybe part of the problem. But I just wanted to see it through. I kept saying, well, no, all right, that was a bad episode, but let's just keep going. Let's try this again. And I just kept thinking it would pick up from there, and I kept thinking the reviews were just too low to be right. No, they're right. It's not very.
Some
good.
people like it, but yeah, it's not. It wasn't my favorite.
Yeah,
I'm
some
just
good
saying,
actors in there. Lots of good actors, but
think about the biopic of Robert Oppenheimer. Like it's 3 hours long, and it feels rushed.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Like
it can be done right.
You don't need 5 hours to tell us about a killer.
This has 8, so I couldn't get. I only got to 5.5 or something. Anyway, there's that. Now back onto the road where we hear Bill's out there.
Bill's up there.
Bill's out there.
Out there.
Where's Bill?
Bill's up there.
Okay. She's the mom, all right.
Jason was my son, and today is his birthday.
Oh.
It's Friday the 13th. It's a full moon. It's his birthday.
Perfect storm.
The black cat something that the radio guy said. So I don't know.
Kill her, mommy.
Kill her, Mommy. Kill her.
It's not really her doing that, right? That's somebody else.
I don't know, but it was pretty good.
I bet it was.
I think it was her
too.
Okay.
Who are they going to hire?
What's her name? Ghostbusters.
Betsy. Yeah.
That was so autonomic response. That's all I could throw out of my mouth right then.
Yeah, Betsy Palmer, I'm pretty sure.
Betsy Palmer.
She all she was doing was thinking, okay, I just got to say this so I can get my new car. I just got to
Kill her. I'm going to wear my sweater. I got it. Kmart.
I'm not wearing that. I'm wearing my own.
Hell no. I'm not going up there in those clothes. F that.
Yeah.
All right, here's 80s ADR scream is the best way I could describe it. There you go. That sounds like the lady in the meme where she, would you not eat my pants, when she's talking to a goat or whatever?
It does.
So at the end, she goes, all right. The boy Jason.
The boy, Jason.
All right, the boy Jason. That's fantastic. Well done,
Is he
ladies.
alive?
No, he's dead. Not really. He's alive. Moving on to the, where is it here? What is this? The film sack checklist. Never wake up a sleeping axe. Check.
Yeah, I thought the same thing. I kept trying to work that into my routine. I was like,
it's a weird thing they did.
Why did she put it down to bed? I don't know.
I don't either. It was really weird.
It was tired.
Yeah.
It'd done a lot of work that day.
Yeah.
Strip Monopoly would take way too long to get anyone naked. Check.
It's true.
You know what?
Yeah.
Sex isn't worth it.
Especially if you have that rule where you have to go all the way around the board once before you can start buying property.
Yeah.
No one can go bankrupt.
Also, what does jail do?
You could. Once you run out of clothes, you're bankrupt.
What happens in
But
jail?
by then you're making out and doing stuff, right?
But what
That's
if you
the
go?
idea,
What if
right?
you go to jail? What happens in there? Let's get real here.
Nothing, because that doesn't cost any money unless you want to pay to leave jail.
Yeah, but what if you go to the jail one and then some guy's gonna come be your boyfriend in your jail cell? You know what I mean?
Really, you just have to worry about that shoe and the thimble. Really, the
Oh,
only things you got
shit.
to worry about in jail.
I don't like those at all.
They grew up on the wrong side of the tracks.
Hold on. I don't know why that caught me so funny.
Crazy old Maurice, they said.
Where the hell was I? Oh, and then finally, Kevin Bacon has something stuck in his throat. Check. All right, moving on. Let's get to Star Trek Connection. Got to be somebody. Come on.
So no, but let's start with Marvel, because Kevin Bacon is our one and only chance. Like,
from that Christmas
the only
episode?
person in this movie who could possibly be in anything. Kevin Bacon was Jack in this movie. He was a character named Sebastian Shaw in X-Men First Class.
Oh,
and
right.
he also got a credit as himself in the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special. So we're gonna count that. So coming back to Star Trek, I was like, all right, Kevin Bacon is the namesake of the Oracle of Bacon. We have to connect him to Star Trek, right? You just have to do this. He was, 2 degrees on everybody I looked up. So, for example, Kevin Bacon was in Novocaine with Keith David, who was in Superhero with Brent Spiner.
Oh, nice.
Kevin Bacon was in Rails and Ties with Steve Easton, who was in Con Air with Colm Meaney. Kevin Bacon was in Diner with Catherine Dowling, who was in Love Spell with Kate Mulgrew. It just goes like that.
Jeez.
That's it. Like, of course
Of course it does, because it's connected that way. That's amazing.
Yeah.
By the way, I was curious because his name was Jack in this. Yeah. And I decided, I forgot to mention that's up on my notes here, but I went back and tried to find, because I was sure he'd played other Jacks and other things.
No, it had to be, right?
Yep.
Bacon
So I went and looked it up.
Jack,
It's actually less than I thought. So it's Friday the 13th. Jack Burrell is his character name. Quicksilver, he is Jack Casey. A Few Good Men, 92 is A Few Good Men. He was Captain Jack Ross. And in Apollo 13, he played Jack Swigert. So there you go.
Oh, that's a lot of Jacks. More Jacks
a lot
than I
of
thought.
Jacks.
Swigert.
Hey, did he ever play a fictional character named Kevin? That's what I want.
Oh, shit. I don't know, but I'm not going to look. All right. Well done. That's awesome. Let's move on to the soundtrack grade. Give it a WIADTR for Would Inspire a Lot Down the Road. I felt like.
Sure. The chi 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 ha 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 thing is definitely like, it's the most memorable thing in horror movies, right? Like, this is the the sound of a scary attack coming.
Yeah, it's like the piano plinking in Halloween, except that's more of a song, so it's not quite the same. This is just noise and discordant.
It's like the Freddy Krueger blades scraping against concrete or some sort of stone thing as he's approaching.
Yeah, or the little kids going.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that whole thing.
For you.
Yeah. I always forget how that goes.
Did everybody grow up with kids around this time of year? And elementary school, high school, whatever, kids would get behind you and go chee chee chee.
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to think why they wouldn't have though.
Because I was the kid. I don't know.
Maybe you're the one doing it. Yeah, could be.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm not. I just don't remember if anyone ever did.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it took me a while to see these. These were forbidden fruit in our house, so
yeah,
I didn't see them till later in my life. Let's get to the social media post. This is where you guys take 280 characters or less and sum the thing up. Now I'm going to read a note from a listener before I do this because this applies to this. This is Brian G. wrote in. And he said simply this in this text of the show. He says, I wish you would let Randy go first once in a while instead of caving to the social pressure to put someone else before him. Can't he go first at least one time ever, please, in all caps, says Brian G.
I love it.
Well, Brian G., I'm sorry to tell you, this is not your day because this week we're starting with Randy.
Friday the 13th. Welcome, friends, to Camp Crystal Lake's fame, where counselors die before we learn their names. Our heroes trip on roots, as all must do, while Jason's mom plays peekaboo with glue. The sheriff's drunk. The teens are full of sin. They skinny dip, then lose a head or skin. The camp's shut down, yet somehow opens soon. What do you mean? This crap takes place in June?
Yeah. It doesn't work at all. Nicely done. Well done. Also, then Brian Dunaway does it.
Oh, Friday the 13th. Remember, kids, if your boss wears shorty shorts and a neckerchief, just quit. #doomed.
Yeah. Always doomed. Brian Ibbett, take us home.
Friday the 13th. Shouldn't have had sex. Shouldn't have had sex. Shouldn't have had sex. Shouldn't have had sex. Shouldn't have hitchhiked. Shouldn't have played Strip Monopoly. Shouldn't have played Strip Monopoly. Shouldn't have dropped your machete.
Oh, shit.
I like you pointing at each one of those,
Yeah,
too.
that's very
Finger points.
I really enjoyed how she dropped the machete, and you're like, oh, she's gonna. That's a perfect placement. That machete is right where it needs to be for later.
Yep.
Exactly. Yeah.
You're gonna need it. All right, well done. Let's get to the alternate titles. These were just handed to me. If you think I'm faking it, look.
I hear them being handed.
Do you
to
hear
right
it being
now.
handled? All right,
Yes.
here's what this says. It was almost called horror movie that has nothing to do with the Fridays or the 13th of any month. Okay. Too long, though. So they almost went with Thursday the 12th. Yeah.
You ever seen Saturday the 14th?
I was going to say there was a movie, that did that Saturday the 14th.
What was it? It's like a parody thing?
Parody, yeah.
Parody.
Oh, I never saw that.
It's terrible.
It's like one of those
It's
Zucker
great.
things, like the scary movie kind of thing.
And it came out like 9 months after this movie.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
And it has Jeffrey Tambor, so you know it's good.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what's
Hey now.
you know what's weird though is that Friday the 13th really does. There's no connection to it. They don't even mention what day they're down there.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, do they?
They do it.
Oh,
there's
the
one time.
cop does, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, that's another thing I did. I forgot about all the work I did this week, man. I went hard on some of this. I looked up the idea of full moon crime increases because the cop was saying, yeah, we got more rapes and killings and brep, brep, brep. And I thought, that doesn't sound right. So I looked it up. There is an increase in crimes, but then if you look deeper, what it turns out to be, and this is what I love about like real data and science around data. It's actually what's called the illumination hypothesis. Yeah. Basically, bright moonlit nights when you have the full moon, that means visibility is better, which means you facilitate easier detection of the crimes, which means you caught more people, which means you report more crimes.
Right.
Right. And so the cops have more people to process at the station, basically.
Yeah. I just think that's great.
Yeah.
It's great.
It really is great. All right. That is your stuff. Let's get to these texts we got here. We got a couple more. This is from Jody. Wrote in, says, hey, guys. Great episode about the current issues going on in the movie theater. Talking about an episode a while back, our roundtable. You alluded to it a few times, but didn't quite hit my biggest issue, the time commitment. Even with reserve seating and showing up at the start time, it takes way too long. 20 to 30 minutes to drive there, another 20 or 30 to grab overpriced snacks, and another 30 plus minutes of pre-roll ads, commercials, and trailers, all before the movie even begins. Then the movie itself is usually longer than it needs to be, followed by the trip home. These days, I mostly go in for larger-than-life films and actually benefit from the big screen experience like Dune, Fury Road, Blade Runner 2049, etc. Everything else is fine at home. Love you guys. Keep up the great work, Jody. It's a fair point.
You microwave your Pop-Tarts?
I don't know where, and I don't know what movie theater has 20 to 30 minutes to get your food. Holy cow.
No.
Yeah,
I went Jody, though.
Going.
It is a time commitment. It's also it's an energy commitment as well. And so whenever I go to a movie, we make a day of it. So, yeah. It's expensive, and I'm in no hurry when I go to a movie.
Yeah, we do the same. Dinner's usually part of it. We'll be out somewhere doing other cool stuff. Like you try to make it part of a full
date
day. Yeah. But I'm also with him or her. I'm not sure which. On just do shit at home when it makes sense. Like
my current deal is if you're going to a Regal cinema, that's what we've got here, right? Regal is the cinema name. If you're going there to see a movie, look up the time that they list for the movie, and that's when you leave the house.
Yeah.
If you live 20 or 30 minutes away from the theater, that's yep.
I'm so funny because I love just the whole experience. I'll show up early.
Yeah,
even before the time.
Dunaway.
Yeah. We only have one Regal here, and it's awesome, and I wish we had more. Just a side note.
I like going to see Tron. You know what? Don't go see Tron Ares. Go see one battle after another.
Okay, Cisco.
Well, you definitely, I mean, if you have to pick one, definitely one battle after another. If you can see two, Tron Ares.
All right.
It takes me 10 minutes to drive there, 5 minutes to park and get inside. Yeah, 15 minutes. You leave at the listed time, and you're still going to get to see commercials.
Oh yeah, you'll still see ads. They somehow figure out a way. I hate it.
I like watching the ads because ours does a lot of the student film things. I know it's kind of
ours does not. Ours does local ads for putting in HVAC and shit like that.
Oh geez, yeah, that's horrible.
I hate it. I mean, they'll do a trailer. And it's like, oh, that movie looks awesome.
They do trailers.
And then it'll be, hi, I'm Bill Wilson, and I run the best HVAC company in Salt Lake City. Call us now, and we'll come do a free estimate. It's like, F off, I paid $20 for this ticket. What are we doing?
Yeah.
Dicks.
Ours does trivia beforehand. Like I love yelling at the screen for the trivia.
You
like, shut up, you're ruining it.
Shut up, Maria Menounos, or whoever's up there.
Yeah.
Here's one more from Charlie V. Charlie V wrote, "Oh, Angela, Scott, Randy, Brian, and Brian." I'm reading it as
a lot
is.
of Brian's in there.
Yeah, I'm reading it exactly as it was given to me. It says, Dunaway was right. I won't forget that I watched Sleepaway Camp. Come on. How did that toothpick keep the bathroom door jammed? And what right-minded adult takes two campers back to camp but leaves three boys to stay put? The arrow to the neck kill was fantastic. Keep sacking Charlie V.
It was, and I regret that we watched these movies back to back because the arrow to the neck kill at the end of Sleepaway Camp was better, I think, than anything in Friday the 13th.
Yeah, more creative for sure, right? Yep.
Yeah. Well, look, here's what I know for sure. If you're a fan of this show and you like the movies we cover, and you want to get host specials every month, you want to get no ads or commercials, you want to get some pre-show content every week, be like Lassie. Not the dog, this is a person, is a new general admission Film Sack member. And that's the low level, which means you get access to all the things I just said. Now, there's a higher level if you want to get the movie-related art prints in the mail and some other stuff. But for a very, very low price, you can get in at this general admission level is what we call it.
Yeah.
And you can be a part of it. So go to patreon.com/filmsack today and support your favorite show about movies. Do it now. Our next movie is Slither from 2006 on Peacock.
What camp does this take place at?
Yeah.
James Gunn's personal hell. I don't know.
Excellent.
Yeah, I've never seen Slither. I've always meant to. I'm stoked about this, actually. We'll get some... who played Yondo or Yondar? What was it?
Greg Henry.
No.
Greg Henry. Michael Rooker.
Michael Rooker, yeah. He's in this.
He's Mary Poppins, y'all.
Yeah.
He's Mary Poppins, y'all. Nice.
One gets the... You know how certain directors have muses and they take him everywhere they go?
Yeah.
I feel like James Gunn
and Michael Rooker.
Yeah. I really
and
like
brother,
it.
And James Gunn's brother, too. But yes.
Yeah. You can't do a production that's that weirdo's in there. Anyway, Slither 06. It's on Peacock. It's available. I'm excited. This continues our Sacktober descent into hell. All right.
Yeah. And it's playing on other services in other countries. I'll list some out in our Discord for you if you're not in the United States. I am impressed with Peacock right now. I guess I should be, right? It's NBC.
They have a lot of content. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Same. Because I dumped Disney. I was pissed at them, so I'm now kind of just looking at other places I barely touch. And Peacock, for the price especially, has tons of content, great original stuff. I'm kind of surprised that I've avoided it.
Lots of good live sports.
Yeah.
Like if you're into the NBA, Peacock is what you want for the foreseeable future.
There's just not a free cock anymore, but there is there is Peacock. Yeah. Peacock. Anyway, that's next week.
I have also never seen Slither, so I'm excited. This is his first movie.
Yeah.
I just know there's like a tub full of weird slugs or something.
It being a wild ride. That's what I remember.
Okay, you've seen it. You're the first.
Yeah,
You're
I've
the only
seen it.
one here.
Oh, okay.
Hot damn.
Hot damn.
Well, tune in next week. That'll be right here, right now. Also, he mentioned Discord. Please go use our Discord or frogpants.com/Discord. We'll get you in. The Film Sack group is awesome. We have lots of fun stuff in there, including discussion threads in the forums there all about the movies we cover every week. So you can go in there and discuss all the little bits and niches and not worry about spoiling other people and that kind of thing. So go check it out.
You can see Scott's weird GIFs.
Yeah, I love doing weird GIFs. It's fun to put in there. Anyway, go check it out. That is filmsack.com will direct you to that and everything else we got going on. And again, patreon.com/filmsack if you want to support us. That'll do it for us, for me, for Brian, and for Randy.
Then he's still there?
We'll see you next time.
This show is part of the Frog Pants Network. Yes. Get more at frogpants.com.